Hey, welcome to Pio Thoughts. All right, as you can see, we changed things up. I'm recording now, but you also have the option to not have it. Wait, no, you can have it recorded. It's just you don't have to see me. Okay. So basically, I am recording this right now, and it's going to be posted on YouTube. I don't know if it's going to be posted on my website, but it's going to be posted on YouTube. How you guys doing? Actually, I'm going to ask. How you guys doing? You guys doing good? Good. That's good. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are. And this is the first time you guys are seeing. Well, no one's real. I don't know if I actually don't know if anyone else is watching who doesn't know me. But if it does, like I'm hoping, let's just say, in like a year or so, or not a year, probably like 3 years or so, I'll look back. Hopefully, if I'm still doing this, and I'll be like, oh my god, I remember when I first was like had like these people and these people I all knew. Now I have 14 people. Wow, these 3 years paid off. Wow. So, like, or it could be thousands. It could be, who knows? Anything could happen. I always heard that you got to just believe it and you just got to keep going. It's kind of like, if you're working out and you're, let's say you're either really fat or really skinny. Let's say you're really skinny and you're trying to get muscle and you're trying to just be a bodybuilder. You would look at being a bodybuilder and you'd be like, I'm never gonna be a bodybuilder. I mean, like what? Like, look at them. They're someone completely different. But really, if you think about it, it's not that different. It really isn't. Because when you start working on it, see, funny story. I don't look like it now, but I used to work out, and I remember it was like junior year. I started working out, and it was like it was actually the summer of sophomore year. Summer when sophomore year ended of high school. And I started working out, and I really got motivated. And people didn't really... I hope this microphone's good now. Wait, give me a second. Okay, I think this is good right now, how it is. Hopefully it's good. So, sophomore year, I worked out, and, like, no one really cared too much. It was kind of like, I'm going to start doing this. It was like a change in my attitude. I was like, if I start working out, this might actually, like, make me happier. I'm improving myself. And so I kept going and going, and you don't see results. When you first start working out, you don't get any results. You'll always just be tired, you'll be exhausted, but you're gonna look at yourself and go, it's not helping. Until you get to a certain point. And people don't even usually care. They'll go, oh, good job, keep going, whatever. But they won't really, they're being happy, but they're not really impressed. They get impressed after a while. And so, junior year, I joined the swim team, which I think I put in my first podcast. I joined the swim team. There, I started lifting even more and more, and I kept it up. And around around the middle of my swim team, around the end, people start to see changes. Now, I was on the swim team, and it was very, athletic, but it's not just that. They started looking at how much bigger I was getting, because that was my goal. My goal was to just try to get big and muscular and fit, and I started getting those changes, and people started to look at me, like my mom, my sister, my friends. Everyone was like, whoa, where is this Joey coming from? That Joey did not just come out now. That Joey was there when I first started working out. You just can't notice it until it starts to making a change. And I kept it up for junior year, all throughout. And then even after the swim team ended, I started lifting even more. I was so passionate. And the summer, I was still lifting a lot. And then senior year happened, I lifted even more. I had fresh fall, I was in the fall season because swimming is in the winter. So you have the first semester, and then you also have the second semester. I think it's exactly half and half. Yeah, I would say around half and half. And I was lifting and a lot and all that stuff, but then second semester of senior year, I had this weightlifting class. So I would literally be just like how I was before, 3 days a week, lifting in the morning for an hour. And then now added, I have 45-minute class, but getting ready and everything, 40 minutes of lifting in the class, plus you have the swimming twice, 2 hours every single day, 6 days a week. And it was exhausted, but I was so passionate. It was just moving me, and I was really into it. And I kept it up. The results were getting crazy, and people were like, "Wow, you're doing great." Only problem is, like, throughout the summer, I was still lifting and all that stuff. I started to lose a little bit motivation because, at least for me, when you're in when you're in a school where it's a bunch of guys and we're all like all my friends and you have a coach and everyone, it's just all testosterone. It's like you're just so motivated to keep going and you're in the weight room all the time. Plus you're kind of forced to when you're on a team, so it builds you up. And then when you get to like college, like summer, I was working, and so since I was working, it started to take a little bit more time, and then I started doing other things, and then it started to go down a little bit, and then all of a sudden, I ended up deciding around the end. It was literally like maybe a week before school was going to start, before I was going to start college. I decided to do a max bench. So my max bench in the beginning, and it was like a max bench for a while, because people would ask, well, what's your max bench? And I'll be like, I don't really max. Like, in our swim teams and stuff, we have a set. Well, we'll, let's say, do 3 sets of 10. You're not going to do max for that. I have a set that I was very strict on my schedule. You have a schedule this way. This is how I'm going to do it for a few months until I switch it up. And there was a time when I decided, let's do my max, and it was 245 plates on each side you bench, and that was 225. That's been my max for a long time. And then I was like, you know what? Let's increase it. And I did 215 or something, because I was at Planet Fitness, not the weight room. So in the Planet Fitness, in the summer, the weight's a little different. The bar is not 45, it's 25. So I put 245s on, but it wasn't 225, it was 205. So I decided, hey, let's just add a third 45 plate, and I made it 255. Why? I don't know. I just decided, hey, I can do 225 from before. I did 205. Let's do 255. And I went and I did it, and I could not lift it. And it went. I was like lifting, and I was pushing it, and then it just it went. It went down, and I could not. It was like on my chest. And what's funny was that actually, it was a Smith machine too. Planet Fitness does not have free weights, so it's not like you can't take the weight off, which I'm not sure helps or doesn't help, because basically the thing with the Smith machine is that it stays. The bar is there itself, and you can't really shake it. So if I, let's say, was lifting as hard as I can from the right side only, it wouldn't tip over. It would keep going. So that kind of helps. That's why you don't need to use, I don't think you need to use the clamps, because they don't tip over, which is good. And plus you have those straps. So basically it's on like, there's a bunch of metal hooks, and you can like put it on the hook, and then when you take it off, you turn it. And then, so when I was doing it, I was trying to push, and the thing is that the hook right underneath was going in my neck, so it wasn't going to help. And the hook right on top was right on top, like was what I couldn't push up to. And I tried to keep going and going, and I finally did it, but I pulled my left shoulder, and that was an injury that I didn't realize how big of an injury that was. I kept working out afterwards. I kept going, and I was like, it was so dumb. I told them, I was like, I think I just pulled my shoulder. They're like, oh my God, are you in the hospital? No, I'm still working out. And they're like, what are you doing? And it was very dumb, but yeah. And I realized that shoulder issue prevented me from doing anything with the word push in it. I could not do push-ups. I could not do bench press. I could not. It was like this part of my shoulder. It's not the front lateral. It's somewhere in here. It's a bone, I think. It's a bone, I believe, because I don't know what happened basically, but it's a thing now that like even now. So that was like right before I was starting college. Now I'm a sophomore in college, and like even now, like if I'm benching, you can feel a little bit. So what happened was that really not motivated. I was already a little bit not as motivated, and now it's motivating me even less, especially since I started college. And I basically started to not lift as much. I started getting like a little leaner, and I started doing a little bit more cardio. But even that, not as much cardio as I was doing before. I just wasn't working out as much, and I started getting like smaller and smaller. And throughout the year, I just wasn't doing as much, and it's not good. So I'm trying right now to just go back to it and keep going and just get back into it, because it's like my mom told me this and it really helped. My mom told me it doesn't matter if you fell, it matters if you get up and keep going. She probably said it a different way, but that's something I'm going to try to do. So that's the working out. Why did I start? It wasn't on the list. Oh, so basically I have a list here for those who are watching. I use Scotch tape, which, funny story, you know what happened? So that last podcast, I was with Ashley and we were decorating, and we hung up all these lights. Really cool. Thing is, my mom was like, let's use Scotch tape. It'll work. It works. Don't worry about it. We put Scotch tape on. 2 days later, I come downstairs. Lights are all on the ground. Posters on the ground. All this. There are some posters that are still hanging. Some posters that are not. It's very weird. And so what I decided to do was buy those mini command hooks. They came in. And so I got those. I think I told you of a turtle. I don't know. The turtle was kind of staring at me. I don't know if I show you. Maybe I can put it on my Instagram. I don't know. I made an Instagram. Oh, yeah. So, okay, wait. Okay. So, all these things fell, which is funny because I'm using the Scotch tape now. So if it falls, there's a chance it could fall in the middle of the podcast. Who knows? I looked everywhere for this board, and I looked for this dry erase marker, which has the ink. So I'm pretty good. Thank God I found it. I didn't think I was going to. So basically, on the list right now, I have expanding Pio Thoughts, which I'm going to talk about with the website and everything. I have a Halloween party that is coming this Thursday. I have my complaining time. I realize I complain a lot, so I'm going to talk about my complaining time. And I have my dreams. I realize, basically, I have a list of dreams that I talk about. Oh, shoot. I just realized that the list of dreams is on my phone. Oh, man. It's on my phone, and I can't really... Shoot. I can figure that out later in the podcast. Okay. Expanding Pio Thoughts. I have a website now. I don't know if I said I had a website before, but basically, I have piothoughts.com. I think I've said that. There was nothing on the domain at the time. And I had some problems with like my email and stuff like that, which I'm not sure if I should give out my email. I made my, actually it doesn't matter, honestly. It's piothoughts@gmail.com. I made my own email for the podcast, so that's pretty good. And with the help of Danny, which he hasn't been on the podcast yet. He will soon, hopefully. But I think I've talked about him. He's helping with like the social media part, because he's like a social media director, so he's like good with that kind of stuff. And he told me like to just branch out and stuff. So so what I did was, I have a YouTube channel. I have that's called Pio Thoughts. I have an Instagram account now, and it's Pio Thoughts. I have a Facebook page that's Pio Thoughts. I don't know if I should make a Twitter or not, but we'll see. I also have, obviously, the Spotify and a SoundCloud. So I'm trying to expand as much as I can. And on the website, it's not fully done yet, but on the website, it'll have, I have SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. I haven't connected my Facebook or my Instagram yet, but I will soon. And so basically, I don't even use Facebook that much. So I'm going to have to try to get into it because a lot of people use it. But basically... I'm trying to just expand so this is how it's going to work. I have my website right now. I made my website on Wix, and so it's just like piothoughts.wix site, stuff like that. But what I did was I connected that's the actual website itself, but the domain right now has something else. It's like my brother-in-law was helping me make it for my server, and it's just showing, like, right now it says happy birthday balloons. That's like the default. I think he made it as a default or something like that. And we're going to, hopefully either today or tomorrow, we're going to download that website from Wix and just have it display onto my domain. And hopefully that'll work. I don't know if I want to edit it, if I have to re-download it or not, but we'll see. So that's the website. And it'll basically there, I'm going to have, which I have right now, like on the Wix site, is all of these podcasts that I have. That'll be like audio that you can play, and it'll have the description. Now I'm going to make another page. This is my first video, so now I can start cutting clips if they're good. Hopefully, I don't know what to do, either cut like each clip or cut cool clips. I'll have to see. And on the website, it'll have clips. So if there's someone who's like, oh, I want to check this out, but I don't want to watch, let's say, 45 minutes or something like that, I'm going to have them go, oh, okay, that's okay. But I have 5 or 6 minutes of a certain topic. And they'll be like, okay, fine, I'll watch 2 minutes of it. Something like that. And that's going to be a page right there. Now, connecting that on my Facebook, I think I'm going to upload those. I'm going to upload the videos. So the videos are going to go everywhere. I think there I'm going to upload just clips. And on Instagram, I'm going to upload like 1-minute clips of the podcast, something that I think was cool. And I'll be like, here it is for a minute. Check out the rest. And I've seen other podcast people do it. So that'll be my Instagram. And maybe I'll say other things too. On Facebook, I'll have the video clips. And YouTube will have full videos. This is if you want to see the entire video, but you watch me, it'll be on YouTube. If you still want to just listen to me, it'll be on SoundCloud and it'll be on Spotify. The only problem is SoundCloud and Spotify, it has the latest episode. So it'll have, like, because of the limit, it'll have the latest 4 or 3, depending. Right now it's the latest 4 podcasts in there. But then it won't show the older ones. So if you're interested, you're like, you know what, I've already listened to his, or I'm not interested in listening to the older ones. You can just go on Spotify or SoundCloud, doesn't matter. They show the same things. And you just listen to the latest one or the second latest, whatever. But if you're really interested and you're like, hey, I want to watch the first few, there's YouTube ones, and the old ones, they don't have any of the videos, but it'll just be the logo. It'll be the Pio Thoughts logo. And if you can, you can just have it on YouTube and then go somewhere else. Or you can even play it from my website itself. Doesn't matter. So that's Facebook, that's YouTube, that's SoundCloud, that's Spotify. What else? I have the Facebook. I'm going to post clips on there. So that's how my website's going to be. I think I'm going to upload full videos, which I already have, just the sound bit of it, and like the audio file, and I'm gonna have video clips. And then if there's anything else that I should add, that'd be kind of cool. My dream, if I can, I want to make a shirt. The only problem is, like, why would I just make a shirt for me? I'm hoping that if I can get big enough, I can actually have shirts that I can sell, and it won't, like, I'll try not to even make too much of a profit. Like, I just want people to wear. If I let's just say I've been doing this for like 8, 9, 10 years, and I walk around and I see someone in public wearing a Pio Thoughts, the chances probably never. So slim. But if I was to ever see that and I see someone wearing a Pio Thoughts shirt, that would make my day. That would be awesome. So that's Pio Thoughts right now. If anyone has any suggestions, anything at all, let me know on YouTube, let me know on Instagram, let me know on everything. If I should do whatever. I'm not really good at social media. Even like my Instagrams and stuff like that, like, I'm not too big in those. I don't have too many followers. I have like 200 to 300 followers. I'm not really too much into social media, so this is kind of a new step. This is a new thing, new territory that I'm walking into. So that would be expanding Pio Thoughts. Now I want to talk about the Halloween party. Boy, so is Ashley mad? Ashley's annoyed at me because of the costumes. So basically, we were deciding on costumes, which one we should do. And now this is going to sound like I'm a bad person, but we had cowboys. Now, it's not like I forced her to do anything. I did not. Basically, she had some ideas and I had some ideas, and then she was like, you know what, I really like the cowboy. And I'm like, are you sure you want the cowboy? And she goes, yes, I am sure. Yes, I want the cowboy version. So I'm like, okay, we can do that. What's funny was that when she told me she wanted cowboy, I don't know why, but I didn't want cowboy anymore. I was like, oh, should I keep doing cowboy? I don't know, And she got so mad. She's like, why would you tell me to do to do cowboys, but you don't want to do what cowboy? And I was like, I don't know. But we're gonna do cowboy and cowgirl, and she's mad because I still got to pick the costumes and stuff I have not found, which I was really considering, but I decided not to. I was considering becoming a cowboy, a cow, like an actual dress up like a cow. I'll be like, hey, look, I'm a cowboy with udders, milk me, I could say that kind of stuff. Very weird, though. If you really think about it, it's not good. Just go on, but milk me, I get punched in the face. I get punched in the udders. But yeah, I told that to Ashley. I was like, what if I was a cow? She didn't like it. I was like, can I be a cow? She's like, no, I'm going to dress up like a boxer, which is what I want to do. Which now I'm thinking about it, sounds bad. It sounds like I got my way. we just decided it's like basically we were really deciding. I'm like, what should we do? We could be. I was thinking like being Flintstones. It's just we haven't watched it, but we can be Flintstones. But then she was like, you know what? I like the cowboy idea, so I'm gonna do it. Now the only problem is I can't tell the difference sometimes between cowboy and Western theme, like an actual just person from like the what is it called? The farmer, cowboy? No, not cowboy. Like a redneck kind of thing. I think redneck is different from the cowboy. I don't know. Something like that. Well, I need to get the costumes quick because it is what is it today? It's like 25th or something, and I have the party in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait a minute. No. 25, 26, 27, 20. If it is the 25th, it is 6 days away. So I gotta upload now. I gotta get one now. I have Amazon Prime, but like just in case there might be something that takes 3, 4, 5 days. So I really gotta upload it. Hopefully, not upload it. Buy it today or so. So that's something she's annoyed at, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. I've been I've actually found the things that I need. It's just I have to buy them first. Like I'm pretty sure I found everything. Basically, for the cowboy costume, if anyone can help me, I just got to get a holster and a gun. And I think I found some. I just got to order them, okay? Because I'm just letting Ashley know. Because she told me, hey, are you going to look at the costumes right now? And I told her yes, and I'm doing a podcast right now. I looked. I looked. It's just that I didn't buy it yet because I just want to make sure first. So basically, I found a vest that I think will be nice. If I can find a better price somewhere on the store, I can do that. But maybe by today or something, I'll probably buy the vest. I got to get like a brown leather vest. My mom actually bought a cowboy hat, a cowgirl hat. What's kind of funny was that my sister texted me and she's like, "Hey, mom's thinking of being a cowgirl. Do you have a hat for her?" And I told Ashley, and Ashley goes, "I am not dressing up just like your mother." Ashley loves my mom, but just imagine the mother and like the mom of the boyfriend and the girlfriend. Oh, she did not like that. But I told my sister, I was like, I don't think Ashley really wants that. And my mom goes, no. My sister goes, no, it's for my mom's work. So I found out she's not dressed. I don't know if she's going to dress up at all for my party, but she's going to dress up like for her work. Which, by the way, as much as I talk about this party, it's not going to be huge. It's going to be small. I just get very passionate about stuff. Like, I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about like 6, 7 people, I think. Like, not too many. So, including me would probably be 8. And then my cousins, that'll be like 10, 9, 11. I don't know. We'll see what happens, honestly. So, that's going to be the party. And then I'm gonna have treats. I got candy corn cookies. I got I'm trying to make sure that we have enough food where it's like, oh wow, he has a lot of food here, it doesn't look bad, it's good. But I don't want to have it where, like, let's say they ate like 10% of all the food, now we have just a bunch of crap that we don't need. So that's that's what I'm trying to make sure of. So there's this Halloween book that I bought. I don't know if I said this already, but there's a Halloween book that I bought, and it is like all these treats, it's all these like decoration ideas, how to carve a pumpkin. And so for the treats, I'm like looking, and I found really good creative stuff. So I'm trying to make sure like we don't have too many treats. I want to have a little bowl of candy corn that I bought. I bought that like a month ago, but it's still like in the package, so it's not going to be stale, hopefully. We opened it, but we put it back into a Ziploc, so hopefully that's good. So we have candy corn. We're going to make cookies. Now I want to make sure maybe 2 more treats I think would be good enough, because I don't think we should have too many desserts. That might be too much. And then we're going to probably have like some snacks. I'm thinking if we make like an actual thing people can eat, I found some treats that are like, you can make lasagna, but like in a Halloween way. So that sounds good. I feel like. So there's that. And what's the other thing? The costume. Yeah, costume. Sorry. So I want to buy a holster with a pistol. I have a rifle like in my closet. It's actually a BB gun that I bought. Sorry, I didn't buy it. No, it's a BB gun that I found like an old house one time. We were like having to clean a house. It was like one of my uncles had a house that someone was renting and moved away, and they left all their stuff there, and they had this broken BB gun. Like I don't know if it'll ever work. It literally, the pipe like falls out. It's just like kind of like a toy at this point, and I have it for decoration in my closet, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna have it in the back of my I'm gonna have it in the back and holding it like this, and then I want to buy a holster. So that's number one. I want to buy a holster. I want to buy a toy gun, which I think I can get it from like dollar store or something, like a toy gun. It doesn't have to be too realistic. It just has to be like, if I shoot it, I want it to make a noise, like that kind of stuff. So gun, holster, vest, and I have Timberland boots. I don't know if I have to get like cowboy boots. I found this thing where it's boot covers, so you put on the outside of your boots and it looks like it. So that's 4. My mom bought a cowgirl hat. So that's what she wanted to get, with a cowboy hat. So I can borrow hers. And I'm going to get rope. I'm probably going to get it like Home Depot and cut it, unless I have rope here. Just like I want like old rope. And I can just like carry in the back and put it right here. And maybe I can put it like on my holster or something like that, or clip it. So that would, I think, if there's anything else that I need, I think we're pretty good. I'm going to wear a red flannel shirt, and I'll put the vest over. I have jeans. Other than that, I have everything, because the tools I need are rope, gun with a holster. I have a rifle that's just like an add-on. I have the flat. I think I'm good at that point. I think I'm pretty good. Maybe some makeup. Maybe I'll just not shave for a while. Maybe that'll work, and then I'll just have a little bit more of a beard. That might work. Okay, actually, I just won't shave. When did I shave? How am I don't even remember. Okay, so that's good. That's Halloween party. Complaining time. Now, let me tell you about something. Ow, my knee. So let me tell you about something. I think I told you about coding and how like I'm in computer science. Well, we have graders. So we have the lectures, and then we have the labs. And in a lab, basically, it's like you have a lecture for about an hour, and for about an hour and 7 minutes or so. It's a little bit over an hour, and then right after you have the lab. Now, you have lecture Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you get to choose what day you want your lab to be, and I chose Wednesday. And it's basically you walk in, you can't open up the actual PDF, like the actual directions, the assignment won't open up until exactly 12 o'clock. Like, it has to churn 12. Then you have to have your program done, saved in the file, compress the file, and then you zip it by 50. By 12:50, you got 50 minutes. So you don't have 50 minutes to do this. You got like 45 minutes, because you have to have some time and it'll load. And there have been people that if they submitted a minute late and they don't have a really, really good excuse, it's over for them. Like, I mean, it's not over. It's over. They're gonna be dead. They're dying. But no. But like, basically, it sucks, because I think in the syllabus she says if you have it between up to half an hour, so up to, not even over half. If you have it up to half an hour late, 50% off. Now, let me just ask, like, why? Okay, so here's what I'm saying. It's your motivation. You want your students to learn. Well, if you're telling them, hey, you got 5 minutes left, I didn't finish the program, what are they going to do? They're going to be like, oh, well, I don't want 50% off. Let me churn in the crap that I have, that I don't have finished. But if you gave me a little bit more time, maybe I can use my brain, figure out how it works, and actually help myself too, because now I'm learning and I can submit it to you. No, it's not worth it because I get a 50%. So you're forcing people to just give up because of what you're going to do, like because of the time limit. I think that's not fair. Now, what's funny was that there's this kid that was in front of me, and I think he had like someone's he on his laptop he had like someone else's assignment or something was happening. She's like, "What's this on the assignment?" And she like noticed, which okay, I get it. That's your job. You're supposed to check. But the fact that you even figured that out, you had to look at his computer and go, "Hey, well, it doesn't say your name. Hey, excuse me. Does that like you're too nosy." You are taking your job, so you are a student. You're not even a teacher. How did you figure that out? It's kind of like I figured out that this person is doing drugs or something. This person I don't talk to. How did you figure that out? Don't worry about it. It's like I found out that you go to pee in the middle of the night from 3:30 a.m. to 4 a.m. How did you know that? Why are you paying so much attention? Like, I get it. Maybe you know that. Cool. But how did you figure that out? You know, it's crazy. So you know what they start doing? What's funny is that I have a friend, she sits next to me, and she has this big-ass laptop. It's just like 17 inches. And she's checking, like, because it's open note and open book and all that stuff, so she's checking her notes, and she's, like, looking at it. The one guy comes up, and he goes and checks, and he goes, let me just check. I have to check to see if you have everything. And he checks, he goes, this is yours? Okay, good, it is yours. Like, he wants to check and see she's not cheating. And she gets so mad after class because she goes, this was not last Wednesday. So today's Friday. It wasn't the Wednesday that passed. It was the Wednesday before. And she gets mad at me. And she goes, why did you check mine? Didn't check yours. Didn't check anyone's. He just checked hers and maybe one other person. So she complains. Even the Wednesday that passed before class, she goes, if he checks mine again, I'm going to be mad. Well, he goes right up to her after like 10, 15 minutes, and he goes, let me check yours. And she goes, it's just my notes. He goes, and that's why I'm checking. He got defensive. He goes, that's why I'm checking. And I just couldn't help but laugh. It was hilarious. But that's just crazy. Like, they're just checking over like hawks, and they're just like, well, did you cheat? So I think this is what I'm saying. I think it's a civil right. No one agrees with me. I've told this to Danny. I've told this to Ashley. I've told this to people. No one agrees with me. Listen, that is a violation of privacy. So here's what I'm saying, okay? This is Pio Thoughts. I'm speaking my mind. So what I'm trying to say is if he wants to go, hey, I want to check your files because I think you're cheating. I think you're using the files. And I'll be like, no. He goes, let me check your files. I'm like, no. Because I have nude pictures, and that's why I have nudes right here. When it says checking file nudes, this is literally why I have this up here. What if I go, excuse me, no, you can't check it, and the reason is because I have nude pictures in my file. And they'll be like, why do you have nude pictures? I'm like, no, it's my religious thing. Just make up stuff. Just go, religiously, I have to have my nude files in here. My naked files have to be in with my program. So you cannot check it because that is sexual assault. You can't look, because then you're looking at a student's nude pictures. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's inappropriate. I did not give you consent to look at my pictures. But they'll be like, no, we just want to check if you're cheating. You can't look at my files. Cannot look at my files. And people keep asking the same question. I don't know why. They keep going, why do you have your naked pictures with your with your files? And I tell them, that's not the point. That's not the point. Whatever I want to do with my files, I can do. I can have with each program a random picture of a donut on it. It's my files. It's my computer. And they're like, wait, was it your computer? I'm like, yes, it's my personal computer. I can do whatever I want to it. And they're like, and then they'll always give the argument. Then they'll just tell you to take out the naked pictures and then let them see it without the naked pictures. And I tell them, I hate them because they're giving me valid points and I can't argue against it. And I don't like when they're logical because I'm not being logical. Obviously, as you can see, I just said there are naked pictures in my files. Do you think I'm logical? No, I'm not. Now, another thing I want to complain about, one more thing. I'm sorry, it's not on the list, but my first ever assignment that I had to do, it was print on the program, print out 2 lines of code. 2 things. Print out your name, full name, first, last, whatever. All you do is just take this exact method. You type this code, and in the quotes you put my name. And then in the other quotes you put in your favorite car. I put Chevy Silverado. I like trucks. That's it. When I compressed it, this is my first time, I compressed it wrong, I guess. I compressed it in a wrong way. That lady, my grader, she looks at it and she goes, she gives me a 0. And she goes, I don't see any assignments there. I'm like, okay, I can show you. She goes, wait, I want you to open it from the file I submitted because I want to make sure that you're not cheating. And I go, wow, that's disrespectful, but okay. And then we're looking and she goes, see, the files are wrong. It's all a bunch of random text. And I go, okay, I understand it's random text. But if you look, it says EAJJJ star, and then it says, quote, my name. Then it says, quote, Chevy Silverado. And I tell her, you don't think I did it. You don't believe that I did it. What are the chances that this random code has my exact first and last name? And on the other line of the random code, it has my favorite car. And she goes, well, that's not what I see. She's very in the book. She's very, that's not what I see, so it doesn't exist. It's kind of like the sun exists. Well, it's nighttime. I don't see the sun, so the sun doesn't exist. Okay. And so the other TA, very nice guy, and he asked what the issue is, and then he he goes, oh, and the lady, by the way, when I was telling her, I was giving her a valid point. She goes, okay, I'll make it 80% because it's not fair because there are people who got a 0 for not doing it. I go, yes, because they didn't do it. I did it. I told her. The point of the program, the point of that assignment was not to test how I compile things. How do I correctly submit it? It's supposed to test the program. The actual assignment was making the program, and that's what I did. And so the guy comes up and he asks, he goes, can we see, like, have you made edits to it after class? And I said, I have not. So he said, why don't we check the thing that's on your computer that has it, because she sees that I obviously have it, but she thinks that, she's like, I think you cheated. I think that you worked on this after, which it's 2 lines of code. So they look at it, and he says, if we can check that the time is in between class and not after, then you're good. Well, they look at my class, and they see, started at 12 p.m., ended and submitted by 12:03 p.m. Like 3 minutes. It took me 2 minutes to create the program. Not even 2 minutes. It was like a minute, and then submitting it. That's it. Nothing else. It was the easiest thing ever. And then I look at the lady. I go, she goes, okay. And I go, do I get 100? She goes, yes. And I go, yes, I do. Yes, I do get 100. Now, let me just check the time really quick. What time is it? How do I check the time on here? Okay. I got to start wrapping this up a little bit. Okay, we're at 36 minutes. I want to talk about my dreams. I get some really weird dreams, by the way. One of the dreams that I got was... Okay, so this was about, I would say a week and a half ago. I had a dream that, for some reason, I don't know the reason. Like, sometimes in a dream, they just skip to something else. The dream, basically, I won the chance to meet with PewDiePie, the YouTuber, and his wife. So basically, I am there, and I go, oh my god, PewDiePie, and all this stuff, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, because I haven't known him, but, like, I remember watching him when he was, like, 2012, I think I started watching him, and that's when he was like at 12 million, and then he started getting higher and higher and higher, and so I'm with him, and I'm just like, wow, this is so crazy that I'm with him. But for some reason, he seems like, how do I say it? Like, he seems a little, not socially awkward, nothing like that, but just not charismatic. He's not like I can tell that the PewDiePie, like the, oh my god, we're doing all this crazy stuff, that's not actually him. He's very, hey, like, whatever. Like, he's a little awkward, but he's still nice. And I was with him the whole time, and for some reason, I don't know about you, but whenever I get dreams or thoughts or something, and I imagine something, I will, let's say, imagine, like I remember, I read To Kill a Mockingbird, and the entire time they're at the house, I kept imagining some other family friend's house the entire time. It's really weird. I, set it into another house. It never is my house, too. It's always someone else's house, which is kind of weird. So, this is set into a friend that I knew in elementary school. I went to her house maybe twice, and that's where that dream took place. Very weird. It could have been someone else's that has a similar house, but it really seemed like that was it. Or maybe it was not. Maybe it was someone else's house, but that's what I remember it. Because sometimes I'll have a house, I'm like, wow, I know I've been here, but I don't remember where this came from. It's so weird. And so that I'm sitting down with him, and I'm on the couch. It's me, PewDiePie, his wife. So his name is Felix Schellberg. I think her name, the wife's name is Marcia Schellberg. And I don't know what because she's the wife, so she talked his last name, because he got married recently, I found out. And he also had 100 million subscribers. And so that's really cool. But I was with him, and we were just watching a movie, and I was like, oh, it feels like I gotta go soon. I was like, oh, man. And that's all the dream was I met him, and then we were there, and I was sitting next to him. And I see his mom and everything. I met his, entire family. It felt like I met his entire family. But I didn't say hi. It felt like we already skipped that scene. And so then I go to tell him, I'm like, hey, PewDiePie, I was like, so I have this podcast named Pio Thoughts. And I can tell he goes, oh, God, you want me to listen to it? I go, no. You don't have to be on it. You don't even have to promote it unless you want to promote it. If you promote it, oh, my God, it'll get crazy. But I told him, hey, if you don't mind, would you be able to just at least, maybe I can send you, the Pio Thoughts, and you can listen to a little bit of just one, and listen to a little bit of it, and just tell me what you think. And he seemed like a little oh, okay. But, he didn't seem too much into it. But I was like, whatever. It's okay. And then for some reason, again, PewDiePie lives in, I believe, Switzerland or Italy or Sweden, something like in Europe. For some reason, after I talk to him, I give him a hug. I give his wife a hug. I say bye to his mom because those are the people there. And I think there was like his dogs were there. And then there was like some other person there, maybe like another aunt or something. And all of a sudden I look at the door. Ashley's there to pick me up. She drove all the way to Europe to pick me up. And so she says, "Oh, hi everyone. It is okay. Are you ready, Joey?" Like she felt like she was I felt like if she was my mom or something. "Are you ready?" She got my fruit snacks in the car. "Come on." And then we go there. I say bye, and I was like, I really had a feeling when I woke up. I was like, I really feel like this was how he is. Like, he wasn't mean in the dream. He just seemed a little like a little not awkward, but not charismatic. I felt like that was really him, which is very weird, but I haven't met him, so I can't obviously make any assumptions. He could be a very loud person. He could be a quiet person. He can be a mean person. He could be a nice person. Who knows, So that is dreams. This has stayed up the entire time. I'm really happy. So we got expanding Pio Thoughts Halloween party, complaining time. We got dreams, and this was the podcast, and this is Pio Thoughts. I hope you had a great time. And I hope you have a great day. And, also, I want to show you. This is Bob, by the way. Here, let me show you. Sorry, we put a mask for the Halloween party. This is what Bob looks like. It's just like a blank thing. But we have him as a werewolf right now. So yeah, this is it. And maybe I can try to take a picture. Here, maybe I can. There we go. That's enough. All right. So that was everything I got to show you. This was Pio Thoughts. This was a video recorded. Oh, wait. Sorry. The microphone was off. Oh, wait. I think you were away from the microphone. Oh, man. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I don't know where the microphone was at the time when I was talking, but I don't know if you guys picked it up. This is Bob. Say hi, Bob. There we go. And, yeah, that was everything. This was the entire podcast. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up better. That is something I got to work on because I can't wrap it up good. So this was Pio Thoughts again for the 4th time. Hope you guys have a great day. And check out any of my the website or any of the social medias. Feel free, leave a comment. Unless you don't want to, it's okay. And I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye.